Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Vladislava from Sticker Travel with a food tour. I was top 10 list. I'm gonna speak about top 10 Australian and top 10 New Zealand foods. I don't know who knows what Australian food looks like. That's why I'm gonna help you with this in our episode. Whether you go to Australia or you are visiting some local Australian restaurant, you are gonna open up the menu and wonder what to order. What is some really good Australian food? So I'm gonna help you with this by naming 10 must-try Australian foods. Now, keep in mind, these are only 10 Australian foods, but there are much more you can try. However, if you're gonna stick with these 10, you will get the idea of what classical traditional Australian food is. So let's go! And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because here you can find really good information. And if you don't want to miss out, do it right now. And we will start with number 1. Barramundi. This is the most popular fish in Australia that you can find it in every Australian restaurant around the country, especially in those that serve seafood. And there are a few ways how you can eat it, but the best is pan-fried or sea skin side first. So, if you're a seafood fan and you wanna find one nice fish dish to try in Australia or in a restaurant, then try the barramundi, because it represents Australian fish at its best. Number 2. Fairy bread. Another one great food in Australia. These are slices of bread that are cut triangularly, topped with butter and covered with hundreds and thousands, that means sprinkles in Australia. This colorful treat is made with just 3 ingredients. This sugary snack has the magic power to take you back in time and always brings a smile to everyone's faces. Did you know Australia has its own National Fairy Bread Day on November 24th each year? Number 3. Hamburger with beetroot. Of course, we know hamburgers are popular especially in the US. So what makes the Australian version so different? It's really the beetroot that is placed in the burger along with the other ingredients: lettuce, tomato, cheddar cheese, onions, bacon, sauce, and grilled pineapple. Sure, why not? Then a runny fried egg. So, if you are fond of hamburgers or cheeseburgers, you're definitely to try the Australian version. By the way, this food is so popular that you will find it almost everywhere all over Australia. So don't miss out it. Number 4. Kangaroo meat. This is the national animal in Australia. Some of you guys might know, so why not eat it as well? Not too many of us are accustomed to eating kangaroo meat, but it's quite a nice thing they have in Australia and quite common. If you're an adventurous eater, you may try kangaroo meat, and Australia is the place where to do it. Number 5. Lamington. It's the national cake of Australia. It is a square-shaped sponge cake coated in a layer of chocolate and coconut shavings. Sometimes it has jam in the middle as well. You will find this in many cafes and dessert shops in Australia. It's really wonderful to have it with tea or coffee. And if you have a possibility to try only one cake, then choose this one. Number 6. Meat pies. Everyone in Australia knows about the meat pies. It's the food that is brought for any occasion and is found in many Australian cafes and bakery shops. It's baked, of course. It's a crispy and savory pie. Usually eaten with tomato sauce spread on top. So if you like meat pies, then try Australian version. So savory, so delicious, you should try it. This is Australian food at its best. Number 7. Pavlova. People think whether the dessert was invented by New Zealand or Australia. Wherever the case, it's a well-known food in Australia. It's a popular meringue-based dessert that has a crisp crust and a soft light inside. It's often decorated with whipped cream and fresh fruit and served at celebratory meals. If you want something that is pretty big and filling, then pavlova is the best choice. Number 8. Sausage rolls. If you try the meat pies, then you also get a chance to try sausage rolls. It's made in a similar fashion, but instead of meat filling, you have a sausage. It's crispy on top and so savory because of the sausage meat inside. It's good as a lunch item, and maybe you've tried sausages before, but you never had them in a pasty form. You should definitely try it. Number 9. Barbecue snacks. This is another term for sausages. This is especially popular as barbecue, which is worth mentioning. Australian barbecue is known for its many choices of meat, and one of them you should try is a sausage. It's panned and long, made of beef or pork, and marinated with spices from all around the world. It is often eaten in a roll of bread and some sauce. It's kind of like an American hot dog. It's a must-try if you're a sausage fan. And finally, number 10. Vegemite on toast. Another one of the great foods in Australia. It's the thick, dark brown paste that can be joined for many occasions, like breakfast, lunch, or tea time. You take the paste and spread it on the top of the bread. It's an equivalent to an American peanut butter toast, but with a much different taste. This is as Australian as it gets. So if you like toasts and you want to have an awesome snack that is well known all around Australia, you can have Vegemite on your toast. That is the thing you definitely need to try. Well, there we go with the top 10 Australian foods, whether you go to Australia or to the local restaurant that serves Australian food. Of course, there is a lot more out there in Australia. Let's get down to the second part of our video, that is about New Zealand food. So what New Zealand food do you have to try during your trips in this country? You will get to know this in our list of top 10 New Zealand food that you should know about and try. So let's go! Number 1 is Hoki Poki ice cream. New Zealanders love their ice cream, especially over their hot summer when it really does become a necessity. It does not come as a surprise that they've invented even a few flavors of their own. One of the most iconic is Hoki Poki, a vanilla ice cream filled with small bits of honeycomb. Consume with a flake or chocolate fish for the ultimate experience. Hoki Poki ice cream can be found in all ice cream shops in New Zealand. If you want an extra big one, then head to Pokeno, south of Auckland, for them. Number 2. Honey. Common foods cooked in honey are meats such as lamb, pork, chicken, and seafood, and vegetables such as potato, pumpkin, squash, and cabbage. For a truly unique New Zealand food experience, you can't go by a hangi, a traditional Maori feast that is cooked in a pit of heated stones. It provides for a great cultural experience, and food is succulent, tender, nourishing, and delicious. Number 3. Feijoas. Paihoas are a popular fruit that is abundant in many gardens of New Zealanders. Though it's a natural part of their palate, visitors sometimes describe it as an acquired taste. They love it in this country and mix it in all manner of things, including smoothies and cocktails. Do you know that New Zealanders call themselves kiwi? So if you've got some kiwi friends, then you will be sourced with a sack of paihoas less than in an hour. And of course, tourists can buy paihoas in the local supermarkets. Number 4. Kiwi burger. Just as much as they love their ice creams, they love their burgers too. Also, like ice creams, they've created their own variant, which is the epic kiwi burger. The burger itself consists of a juicy beef patty. Number 5. Lolly cake. Another sweet treat, this one uncontested with regards to its origins, is the lolly cake. The lolly cake is a bit of a cross between a cake and a biscuit due to the fact that its base is made of crushed malt biscuits. Lolly cakes can be seen in food cabinets in many cafes all around New Zealand. And you should try it, it's very tasty. Number 6. Power. Or something at the opposite end of the scale, as a bit more of delicacy, you can't go past power. Power is a species of abalone that are particularly well known in New Zealand for their beautiful, decorative, multicolored blue and green shells, often used in jewelry and souvenirs. When cooked right, it tastes like the steak of the sea. Power is great when done as a fritter, but if you want to treat yourself, then power ravioli in Wellington is a must. Number 7. Sausage sizzle. For a truly local New Zealand cuisine, you'll want to keep an eye out for a sausage sizzle. If you're wondering what a sausage sizzle is, it's a barbecue with a lot of sausages on it, sizzling away, with onions also on the go. For a couple of dollars, you can get one wrapped in a slice of bread with as much tomato sauce or mustard as you like. You'll usually spot them outside supermarkets and shops as a part of a community fundraising event, so it's a great way to give back as well. Number 8. Whitebait Fritters. New Zealand food does not get much better than this. Kiwi versions are much smaller, around 4 centimeters, and are almost translucent and very delicate in taste. That makes them perfect for fritters, which is the most common way to enjoy them. On the west coast of the South Island is a whitebait country, and the Westport has its own Whitebait Festival, and so you can have the great day out. If you're a fan of fish, then you might join it. Number 9. Bluff Oysters. You have not had an oyster until you've had a bluff oyster. Fact. Succulent and fleshy with an intense flavor of the sea. The bluff oyster season is one of the most highly anticipated times of year in the New Zealand culinary calendar. Whether you have them raw or lightly battered and fried, they are delish. And number 10. Fish and chips. Fish and chips aren't endemic to New Zealand, but New Zealanders are the ones that do them the best. New Zealand has some of the best seafood in the world, so you are almost guaranteed to have fresh fish served with salt and lemon, wrapped in yesterday's newspaper or white wrapping. Thank you for watching, guys, and give us a like if you like what we are doing here. Hope this video was very helpful, so please subscribe to our channel and you will get awesome videos from us. Enjoy Australian and New Zealand food. Bye bye!